Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when this video finds you. Let's come into a seated, easy meditation pose. Placing your palms onto your knees. If you would like to receive a little bit more energy from the universe, maybe your palms are facing up. If you would like a little bit more of a grounding practice today, maybe your palms are facing towards your yoga mat. Bringing your fingertips and your thumbs to mudra position so they touch. Inhaling, raising the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, rolling them back so they come to hug each other. Releasing them. Starting to close your eyes if you haven't already. And then inhaling for Om Shanti. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your forehead down to your fingers. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Cartwheeling your palms over to the front of your mat, extending your knees to the outer edges of your mat, and your big toes come to touch each other. Let's come into an extended child's pose, just for a little bit of a hip opener and before we get ready for our flow. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Looking forward to the front of your mat, coming into tabletop position, knees below our hips, wrists are below our shoulders. Inhaling, arching the back, bringing the belly button close to the mat, chin to the ceiling. Exhale into cat, arching the belly button, bringing the chin to chest. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Massaging out that spine. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Coming back into neutral, bringing your palms about one hand length away from you. Coming up to the bottom of your toes, lifting up your hips, coming into downward facing dog, walking out your dog here. Gaze comes to the belly button. Toes are pointed to each other very slightly. Walking out your dog. Bringing your left foot to center as we prepare. Inhaling, bringing your right leg up into three-legged dog. Opening up that hip. If you would like, maybe you're stacking your hips. Opening up that hip on your right side. Inhale, straightening out that right leg. And bringing it back down to meet with your left one. And then just walking out your dog for one more moment. Let's go ahead and bring our right foot to the center. Left leg comes up into three-legged dog. Bending your left leg, stacking those hips, coming into fire hydrant dog position. Inhale, straightening out that left leg. Exhale, bringing it to your right foot. Coming into that three-legged dog here on this side. Looking forward to the front of our mat. Stepping, hopping, or jumping to the front of your mat. Or walking. Coming into Untitled, halfway up, straightening out that spine. Exhale, forward bend, coming all the way down. Inhale, let's come up, bending our knees, coming into chair pose. And then inhale, bringing your prayer hands to heart. Exhale, bringing your left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee, coming into a twisted chair pose. Gaze comes up to the ceiling. Inhale, bringing your hands to heart center once again, coming back into center, keeping your legs bent. Exhale, bringing your right elbow this time to the outside of that left knee. Gaze looks to the ceiling once again on the left side. Inhale, coming back to center, Tadasana, upward salute. Exhale, forward bend, swan diving down. Inhale, coming halfway up, Tadasana. Exhale, framing your feet, stepping, hopping, or walking to the back of your mat, plank pose. And inhale as we prepare. Exhale, bending your knees, coming into another tabletop position. We're going to open up that solar plexus, now our belly, our third chakra. Knees are about hip width apart from each other. Wrists are about shoulder width apart from each other. Inhale, extending out our right arm and our left leg. Exhale, bringing our right elbow and our left knee to touch each other. Inhale, opening up that solar plexus, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. 3 more times. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Placing your right palm and your left knee onto your yoga mat. Coming back into neutral. We'll inhale, extending out that left arm, that right leg. Exhale, bringing your left elbow and your right knee to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. One more. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, bringing them to touch. Coming back into neutral. Bringing your hands so that they're about one hand width ahead in front of us, or hand length, and then coming to the bottom of our toes, lifting up our hips, coming into downward facing dog, walking out your dog for just a moment. Looking to the front of your mat, stepping, hopping, walking, or jumping to the front of your mat. Coming into Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. Going with the flow. Inhale, arms come up, Urdhva upward slope. Exhale, hands to center, and coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Keeping your arms strong, your spine tall. Just remaining here, lifting up every toe and then placing it one by one onto the mat. Grounding yourself and keep staying strong and tall, just like a mountain. Taking a deep inhale in, Urdhva upward slope. Exhale, swan diving into forward bend. Inhale, coming into halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, placing the palms onto your mat. Stepping, hopping, walking, or jumping to the back of your mat, plank pose. Inhale as we prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. And then on your next inhale, bringing your left heel into a 45-degree angle. So it's coming in to that 45-degree angle, stepping forward with our right leg out in front of us, warrior one on the right side of our body. Inhale, stretching up just a little bit more. Coming lower into just a centimeter down because you can. Feeling that warrior become stronger in you. Inhale, and on your exhale, we'll come balancing, focusing on something in front of us. Slowly bringing your core forward a little bit closer to your knees, but not too close. And starting to come onto a balance. Gonna give myself some more room. Coming into a balance on the right side of your leg, coming into warrior three on the right side of the body. So you can stay here if you would like to. Maybe place your palms to the yoga mat. Coming into a split. Bringing your left leg up a little bit higher, but it doesn't have to be straight. We're keeping that right leg engaged. And bringing your left foot back to your right foot. Coming into Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up as we prepare. Exhale, framing your feet. Stepping, hopping, or walking to the back of your mat. Coming into plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga, modified is okay here. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a moment to breathe here. Bringing your right heel into a 45-degree angle and stepping forward with your left leg out in front of you. Warrior one on the left side of the body. Holding that warrior strong. Bringing our right hip forward just a little bit so one isn't leaning a little bit further than the other. Lifting up just a centimeter more and bending your left leg just a centimeter more just because you can. Becoming stronger, feeling the warrior become stronger within. Focusing on something in front of you and bringing your hands to heart center, leaning with your belly button first. Once you feel balanced and steady on your left leg, starting to come into warrior 3 on the left side of the body. So you can stay here. If you would like to, maybe you come into a full forward bend, stretch here, split stretch. Placing your palms onto the mat, bringing your left leg out and up a little bit more for a standing split. Placing your feet down onto the mat, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale as we prepare, straightening out the spine. Exhale, extending the foot out, the feet out, stepping, hopping, or walking, or jumping into plank pose. Inhale as we prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga, modified is okay here. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tabletop position. Crossing your feet behind you, bringing your seat to sit behind you. Extending your legs out in front of you, massaging out your legs, going from up to down on both sides of your legs. And then placing your back down onto the mat, coming into happy baby, massaging out that spine and that lower back. Placing your feet down onto the mat. Windshield wipering your knees from left to right. Making any last movements that you would like to make before coming into Shavasana, laying down pose. Feet to the outer edges of the mat, hands to the outer edges of your mat. Closing your eyes. Being completely present with your body. With your eyes still closed, starting to roll over to the right side of your body, giving yourself a big hug, thanking your body for bringing you through your practice today. And anything else you would like to take a moment of gratitude for, now is the time. And with your eyes still closed, starting to come up into easy seated meditation pose. On your next inhale, join me for one round of Om Shanti. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your palms to heart center, bowing your fingers down, bowing your forehead down to your fingers. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. great job, you guys, today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste.